In this lecture, I'm going to show you how to add the list of categories here on the left side. So first, in our product component, we want to inject the category service. So category service of type category service. Again, I'm going to define an observable categories and initialize it in the constructor. This.categories we call category service dot get categories. Now look, here we have inconsistency in our implementation. In our product service, we call this method get all, but here we have a different convention. As I always emphasize, make sure your code is always clean and consistent, because this will reduce your maintenance cost significantly. So here I'm going to rename this get categories method by pressing F2 to get all. That's better. Now let's go to our template. So with this markup, we render the list of products in a grid of cards. Now I want to divide this page into two partitions. On the left side, we want to have the list of categories, and on the right side, we want to have the list of our product cards. So once again, I'm going to use a div with the class row. Inside this div, we're going to have another div with the class call-3. As I explained before, Bootstrap divides the page into 12 columns. So this div with the class call-3 takes 3 out of 12 columns in the page. In other words, it takes 25% of the content area. So this is where we want to render our categories. Now we want to have another column, and inside this column, we want to have all these products here. Okay, so div, I can set the class to call-9. So you can see 3 and 9, they add up to 12. But in Bootstrap 4, we don't have to set this number here. We can simply use the call class, and the width of this call class will expand to take the entire content area. Of course, depending on how much space is left. So this is where we're going to display our products. So I'm going to collapse this markup here, cut it, and move it inside our second column. Like this. Now, for the list of categories, I'm going to add a UL with the class list-group. Again, this is a Bootstrap class. Inside this, we're going to have a list item with the class list-group item. Now here we need to apply the ng4 directive. Let C of categories observable unwrapped with the async pipe. And in the list item, we simply render category.name. All right, now let's test the application. So we get the list of categories on the left side. Beautiful. In the next lecture, we're going to implement filtering here. So when we click a category, we can only see the product in that category.